This is Mac OS Ken.
A happy new year for iPhone in China, Apple Watch as miracle device, and more Ted Lasso than ever before. It's Thursday, the 11th of February, 2021. I'm Ken Ray, and this is news from Mac OS Ken, brought to you by yours truly and sponsored by Amazon Pharmacy. Your medication made easy. Learn more at amazon.com/macOSKenRX. This show is also supported by people like you, patrons through Patreon. Find out more and that your support at patreon.com/macOSKen. It's the New Year season in China, and it is looking like a happy one for iPhone. Apple Insider highlights a note from JP Morgan analyst Samik Chatterjee. He's had a look at numbers from the China Academy of Information and Communications Technology, and they seem to show good things for Apple. According to the report, mobile device shipments rose 51% in China compared to the previous month. That was mostly driven by a 64% rise in domestic smartphone shipments. International shipments, primarily composed of Apple devices, also rose 7% month over month. The piece goes on to say the total number of internationally produced smartphone shipments hit 6.4 million units in January 2021, up from 6 million in December, and 2.5 million in January 2020. This is one of those rare times when looking month to month is probably a better barometer than looking year to year. This time last year, China was in the midst of its COVID-related lockdown. Lots of spending on apps, not a lot on hardware. The way Chatterjee sees it, the month-to-month growth demonstrates continued momentum for iPhone shipments to start the calendar year. Chatterjee has an overweight rating on Apple shares. His price target on the shares is $150. How powerful is Apple Watch where health is concerned? It can do things it was not designed to do. TechCrunch says a Mount Sinai study has found that Apple's wearable can call a COVID-19 diagnosis up to a week before testing. According to the piece, this peer-reviewed study published in the Journal of Medical Internet Research found that wearable hardware, and specifically the Apple Watch, can effectively predict a positive COVID-19 diagnosis up to a week before current PCR-based nasal swab tests. One must note, it was not the watch by itself. There was also a specially designed app, as well as a daily survey providing direct feedback about participants' potential COVID-19 symptoms and other factors, including stress. You gotta figure there was a bit of that. The group was made up of several hundred healthcare workers on staff at Mount Sinai. Not only could the watch see what was coming, it was also able to monitor after effects. Called the Warrior Watch Study, the piece says the primary biometric signal that the study's authors were watching was heart rate variability, or HRV. According to TechCrunch, the Warrior Watch study was not only able to predict infections up to a week before tests provided confirmed diagnoses, but also revealed the participants' HRV patterns normalized fairly quickly after their diagnosis, returning to normal roughly 1 to 2 weeks following their positive tests. Plus, you can play podcasts on it. Doesn't come with a calculator though, so, sucks. 50,000 drivers can't be wrong, and Apple Maps wants to harness their wisdom. Engadget has word of another feature in the iOS 14.5 beta. According to the report, the latest beta lets Apple Maps users report incidents along the highways and byways. They appear to be starting slow, letting people flag a roadblock as an accident, a hazard, or a speed check. Cool as that sounds, the piece points out that both Waze and Google Maps have had such functionality for years, and that they're streets ahead on the types of hindrances that can be noted. Apple and Prepear have settled their logo fight, according to a piece from Mac Rumors. No surprise it ended with Prepear changing its logo, though not by much. You may remember this story from last August. Back then, the meal planner and grocery list app maker was sued by Apple for its logo, described by the Cupertino company as consisting of a minimalist fruit design with a right-angled leaf, which readily calls to mind Apple's famous Apple logo and creates a similar commercial impression. Though they expected it to cost tens of thousands of dollars, Prepear said it was prepared to fight Apple for the logo. Their stance did start to soften at the end of the year, though. It was then that Mac Rumors said the two companies requested that the trial proceedings be suspended for 30 days as the parties are actively engaged in negotiations for the settlement of this matter. That seems to have done the trick, and you will not believe what a small trick it was. Prepear's original pear-shaped logo had a sort of football-shaped leaf on top, leaning at a similar angle to the sort of football-shaped leaf atop Apple's logo. Yeah, Prepear's new logo still hangs at the same angle, but now the sort of football-shaped leaf is cut in half, so it's rounded on top and flat along the bottom. That is months that so many people will never get back. Still, all's well that ends well, I guess. According to Mac Rumors, Prepear's CEO said that the trademark issue has now been amicably resolved and that Prepear is happy with the outcome. More news in a moment, but first a word from Amazon Pharmacy. Your medication made easy. Here's what you don't get with Amazon Pharmacy. Overpriced candy and a 3.5-yard receipt. Here's what you do get with Amazon Pharmacy. Your meds delivered right to your door. Chances are you already get stuff delivered from Amazon. Now you can get your meds the same way. Just get your doctor's office to send your next prescription straight to Amazon Pharmacy, and it's on the way. Amazon Pharmacy works with most insurance plans nationwide, but if you're an Amazon Prime member like me, you can save on prescription medication when paying without insurance and get free 2-day delivery. Plus, you don't have to be around other people, which is a serious plus these days. If you're still going to the pharmacy to pick up your meds, have them come to you instead. Amazon Prime members can save on prescription medication when not using insurance and get free 2-day delivery. Learn more at amazon.com/macOSKenRX. That is all one word, all lowercase, amazon.com/macOSKenRX. amazon.com/macOSKenRX. 3 tales of Apple TV Plus to end the day. First, iDownload blog says the Cupertino streamer has snagged the film Dolly. According to the piece, the film is a sci-fi courtroom drama in which a robotic companion doll kills its owner, then shocks the world by claiming that she is not guilty and asking for a lawyer. The film, which is inspired by Elizabeth Bear's short story of the same name, has elements of both classic courtroom drama and sci-fi. Wow, like a sci-fi courtroom drama. Midsummer's Florence Pugh is set to star. The Shape of Water scribe Vanessa Taylor is set to write, along with Iron Man 3 writer Drew Pearce. No word on when the film might hit the back of our eyeballs. Claire Danes is picking up where Keira Knightley left off. Apple Insider highlights a Variety report that says the Homeland star is stepping into the role of Cora in Essex Serpent, a period drama planned for Apple TV+. Set in 1893, the piece says, Essex Serpent follows the newly widowed Cora, Recently released from an abusive marriage, Cora relocates from Victorian London to a small village in Aldwinter, intrigued by the superstition of a mythical creature known as the Essex Serpent. Originally, the part of Cora was to be played by Knightley. Citing family reasons, she bowed out of the production back in October. And finally today, look for more Ted Lasso next season, by which I mean more episodes. iDownload blog has word of an interview between Juno Temple and Collider. Temple, who plays Keely Jones on the series, says Season 2 will have more episodes than Season 1. According to the piece, Temple did confirm that the second season has a longer shoot, but not because of the pandemic. Instead, it turns out that it will have 12 episodes rather than 10. 2 more episodes to watch the drama and the comedy unfold in one of the best shows streaming or airing right now. For the record, it was iDownload blog that said that part, but I agree 100%. Now, I will confess I was a tiny bit skeptical about this story. I mean Ms. Temple, no offense, but this is an Apple production we're talking about. Nothing is official until it's official. It's official. Collider got in touch with Apple to confirm the 12-season talk. Not only did Apple confirm it, the company said the 12-episode order was made because the season story required it. Coming up in a few minutes, what's Apple done that's wowed and surprised Parallel host Shelley Brisbane over the past 15 years? What does she want out of the next 15? Find out on the show in a few minutes. Look for it and subscribe wherever you get podcasts. macOS Ken Live goes live again today. Well, fingers crossed it goes live. 3:30 Pacific, 6:30 Eastern on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/KenRay. Catch it live or on replay there. You can also grab the audio podcast, macOS Ken Live, wherever you get podcasts. macOS Ken, brought to you by me and sponsored by Amazon Pharmacy. Your medication made easy. Learn more at amazon.com/macOSKenRx. This show is also supported by people like you, patrons through Patreon. Find out more and add your support at patreon.com/macOSken. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media, online at backbeatmedia.com. You can reach me a couple of ways. Info at macosken.com or call 716-780-4080. Until next time, that is news from macOS Ken. I'm Ken Ray.
Ciao.